Right, still working on some quadratic factoring here. And we're working in Algebra 2, lesson 3. And let's see what we have this time. So we've got this 2x squared. Again, if you can do it this way, I'll show you the rectangle method on the right side over there. But there's only one way to get 2x squared, and that's 2x times x. So this 2x squared has to be like that. Now, what I like to do is I'll take the 2x, and that's 1 and a 2. And then this 12, what are all the possibilities that we're going to put into that second spot in each of these to multiply to a 12? So we've got 3 and 4, we've got 1 and 12, or 2 and 6. And so I'll write these numbers down. They're going to multiply to a negative. So one's negative and one's positive. That's the only way to do that. Might have to flip those around because maybe the plus goes after the 2x. We'll see. But since one's a negative, one's a positive, they're going to be opposite signs. So I'll be like subtracting. And so I'm just going to try to figure it out here. For example, I'm looking at this 2 times 2 would be like a 4. And 6 would be right there. A 4 and a 6. I can't see any way to get a 5 from that by subtracting. So I don't think that was right. Let's see, what else might it be there? How about the, oh, I think I see it. A 2 with a 4 would make 8, right? And then a 1 with a 3, and 8 minus 3 would make 5. All right, so the way these pair up is the outside 2 go together and the inside 2. So when I was over here looking, I had the 2 with the 4. So my 2 here would need the 4 out there to match up with it. And the 1 here went with that 3. Now, the only thing is the plus or the minus part. I've got a -3 and I've got a +8. And we're supposed to get a negative answer. So I need my bigger number negative. So all we need to do then is to switch those two around right there. And I think we'll have it. So let's see. The 3 we wanted to be a positive. And the 4 a negative. So that 8 is a negative. It's a -8x up there. And a +3x down there. And when you combine those two, there's your -5x. So that, I think that'll be our right answer, but let's try that rectangle diamond method that I showed you on one of the last problems. Let me clear off a little over here so I can write and show you what I'm doing there. So I'm gonna start with the 2x squared. In one corner, I always put it in the bottom left, but you could do it slightly different. Some do. And then the -12 here goes in the opposite corner. Over here, they call it the rectangle diamond because when they really draw this part is actually usually more like a diamond, but the outside I don't really need. So I usually just put an X there instead. So that's where the diamond comes from. But so continue here. These two multiplied give me a -24x squared. And then the middle term that we have over there, this -5x on the bottom. And then remember what we did before. We're trying to find two numbers that multiply to that -24, but add up to this -5. But I'm thinking again, we have our 8 and our 3 here. So let's see, the bigger one, I want negative because of the negative that I'm adding up to on the bottom. So the bigger number needs to be negative. So -8 times a positive 3 would equal my negative 24. But when I add them, negative 8 plus 3 is this negative 5. Then that negative 8x and 3x is what goes in the other two corners. And we look for the common factors in the outside. Looking at this bottom row, and the only thing I see there is an x. X times 2x would make this 2x squared here. And then x times 3 right there would make this 3x. And then let's see, 2x here times whatever I put out here has to make this negative 8x. So that'd be in negative 4, right? 2x times negative 4 is negative 8x. So my answer that I get here, you use the outside of this rectangle. There's an x minus 4 there. And on the bottom, this is 2x plus 3. If we look at what we had over here, 2x plus 3, x minus 4. So we got the same answer. Feeling pretty confident that's got to be right. But there's at least two methods you can use to figure these out. I like the one on the left a little better myself, just because, again, it feels a little faster. 2x plus 3 and x minus 4. And let's see how we did. If you don't like those methods and you still want another method, sometimes you can find the factoring by grouping, just Googling on YouTube if that's what you've learned before and you need to review that. So good luck, everybody.